Good evening and thank you for joining us. Federal Natural Resources Minister Jonathan Wilkinson made a massive funding announcement today at a Thunder Bay Chamber of Commerce event.
The $35 million investment will be going to Whitesand First Nation near Armstrong and its Sagatay Cogeneration Limited Partnership. Mitchell Ringos joins us live in studio to tell us more about it. Mitch.
Thanks, Ryan. The funding is going to help create a combined heat and power facility using locally sourced wood waste to produce energy for 3 communities. Whitesand Chief Alan Gustafson was there for the announcement, and he says the new facility will reduce their reliance on fossil fuels, decrease emissions, and demonstrate the effectiveness of biomass heat and power.
I'm very pleased to announce that the Government of Canada is investing $35 million in Sagatay Cogeneration to build a forest biomass-fueled combined heat and power facility.
Right now, the energy microgrid from the Armstrong area requires an annual diesel consumption of over 1.3 million liters. The federal investment will greatly reduce those fuel needs while also driving down energy costs and emissions. The Sagatay Cogen project was first submitted for funding consideration in 2014, and it's finally been approved. Once operational, the 6.5 megawatt facility will connect to the local microgrid and provide power to Whitesand First Nation and the nearby communities of Armstrong and Collins. Wilkinson frequently spoke about the need for clean energy during his visit and says this project will help get this region closer to net zero.
It's a project that will be First Nations led, will create economic benefits, will create employment benefits, and is actually going to help us in our fight against climate change. So it was a really, I think, a really important step forward, and I was very pleased to partner with the Whitesand First Nation to do this.
Whitesand Chief Alan Gustafson says they have been planning this project since 2008 and have recently worked with Resources Canada to close the gap in funding needed to move forward. But now with a $35 million investment, Gustafson is excited for the future.
This will help us big time with the biomass, the pellets. The backup would be fuel, but it'll be the pellets and the cogen that's going to help the community.
Wilkinson also took time to talk with Thunder Bay Chamber of Commerce President Charlotte Robinson and others who had questions at this luncheon. Robinson says it was really important to have him here as natural resources are a cornerstone of our economy and says this announcement for Whitesand also helps the city.
Thunder Bay is the hub where most of those services and supplies tend to come from. So it will likely be Thunder Bay businesses that are doing the construction, providing the supplies and the services through that construction process, and then even servicing it once it's actually into operation.
At the moment, there is no timeline for completion of the cogen facility, but this funding is a big step forward. Mitchell Ringos, TBT News.